Welcome to our first video. In this video I'll show you how to play the beat. We don't have any drums here, so I will teach you using hands and feet the basic coordination to play a basic beat. Before we get into that though, I want to talk about the role of the drummer. The role of the drummer in popular music is to provide the pulse, the beat, or the groove of the music. The rhythm of that music is tied together by all of the musicians collectively. But it's the drummer's job to maintain the time and the pulse and keep it consistent. The first step to being able to play the drums is to be able to find the beat or the pulse in the music. So we're going to listen to a couple of examples of music, and we'll just tap our right hand on our leg to the beat or to the pulse. Tap your leg. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The role of the right hand in this beat is what we call the ride pattern, or the overriding pattern in the music. It can be played on the ride cymbal or on the hi-hat. And it is the glue that connects the whole groove together in the drum set in this particular beat. Now we're going to listen to another tune. And this tempo is a little bit slower than the first example. We will also have notation at the bottom of the screen with 4 boxes, and in those boxes will be X's. Now in notation, the X's are generally symbols. So that's going to be the right hand part notated at the bottom. So let's find the beat. Tap along. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter what kind of music you like to listen to. Almost all popular music, whether it's country or blues or rock, is in 4. Now we call that common time because it is the most common time that you find in music. So now we're going to listen to a tune with a much faster tempo. Buckle up and try to find that beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is something you can do anytime, anywhere, and you probably already do tap along to music and you don't even realize it. But I would challenge you to put on some music at different tempos, fast stuff and slow stuff, and just listen, see if you can tap along, see if you can count to 4 and find that beat. Now we're going to add the right foot to the right hand ride pattern. The right foot generally plays the bass drum using a pedal. We'll get into the mechanics of all that later, but for right now, you can either tap your foot or you can stomp your right foot along with the beat. In most music, the primary beats on the bass drum are on counts 1 and 3. So you'll see the notation has changed a little bit here. There's now a box with a dot inside of it. That's referred to as a note head in music notation. So I'm going to count out loud, count with me, and we're going to play counts 1 and 3 with the right foot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to listen to another tune now at a new tempo, and I'm going to test your coordination a little bit on this one. So again, we'll find the pulse first. Tap, right hand. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to add that right foot in on 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime I introduce something new, you should be comfortable with it before you move on. So at any point, if you feel like you need a little practice time on something, pause the video and put on some music and just tap along with it, play along with it, whatever you need to do to get comfortable before you move on to the next step. Now we're going to introduce the left hand. We'll be playing the left hand on beats 2 and 4. Now the bass drum in the previous beat was the primary beats 1 and 3. Now the left hand will be on 2 and 4, which is referred to as the back beat. Okay, so let me break this down for you. We're going to play the bass drum on 1 and 3, and the left hand, the snare drum, on the back beat 2 and 4. No right hand for now. We're going to leave that out. And you'll see the notation is now just the boxes with the dots, low for 1 and 3 for the bass drum, and up high for the back beat 2 and 4 on the left hand. So here's some music. Listen along. Find the beat. And then jump in when you're ready. With me. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2. So we're going to bring the right hand back in, and this gets a little tricky because it requires more coordination. We call this three-way coordination because we're using 3 limbs and we're playing 3 different parts. But we're going to break it down. It's easy to start. All we're going to do is play the first 2 beats, beats 1 and 2. Now on beat 1, we have the right foot in the right hand. Right hand is notated as an X, right foot is notated as a dot, and then on beat 2, we have the hands together. Right hand being notated as an X, left hand being notated as a dot. So here we go. In time, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's add just one more count to that. So now we will play 1, and then 2, and then 3 is going to be the same as beat 1 with the right hand and the right foot together. Let's do it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to add in the 4th count. It's the same as beat 2. So for 1 and 3, we have the right side together, and for 2 and 4, we have the hands together. Okay, so let's do it in time along with some music. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I just did for you is our first rock beat, our first basic rock beat. But it's pretty challenging to get all that coordination together right away. So it's important to be able to break it down and understand how each beat works, what the coordination is for when each limb is together with the other limb, and then once you understand all that, put it all together. That's it. That's our first beat. Now we're going to try it a little faster along with some music, and we're going to go for a while because I want you to be able to be comfortable enough with it that you can stop thinking about the coordination and the counting, and you can really just feel that downbeat and backbeat and feel the connection of your hands on the back beats and the connection of your foot on those primary beats. So here we go. We're going to go for a while along with the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2. Now I'm going to stop counting, and I'm just going to listen. It's important to do this for a long time and get really comfortable with it, because eventually you want to get to a point where you can do it almost without thinking about it. So I would challenge you, as you're playing this beat along with some music, to just keep going, and then you'll know if you really have it, if you can talk or read something or get your mind engaged in another way where you're not having to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 the whole time and about the coordination. And then you know you really have it ingrained in your body, and this is what we call muscle memory. All of these exercises so far have been recorded to a metronome. You can get a metronome app on your phone, or you can buy a physical metronome, but it's important as drummers that we know what is happening with our tempo, whether we're speeding up or slowing down or staying consistent. Now, one of the most important lessons is that if you're frustrated with something or if it's not coming together, slow it down. So take the time. If you're trying to play a beat that's 100 beats per minute, just move it back to 90 or to 80 beats per minute on the metronome. And usually you'll find that whatever you're frustrated with will come together much more easily when you slow it down. So now that we have this basic beat down, your assignment is to play it as much as you can with a wide variety of music. Different genres. You can create a playlist of your own, or you can check the page for examples of tunes that this beat works great with. Now, it's important to really get this coordination down, because this is sort of the framework for a whole bunch of different beats in many different genres in drumming. So work with it. Plug it in as many places as you can, and remember to have fun.